guys. I wanted to jump on here for just a really quick video and talk about the phrase as above, so below. I, as a witch, am a big fan of this phrase, as I'm sure many of you are too. And if you're not familiar with what it means, as above, so below, as above, so below means anything that happens like in the cosmos or celestially speaking also happens terrestrial speaking, right? So whatever happens above also happens below here on earth in the physical realm, right? Or some people kind of think of it as like the spirit realm versus the kind of like the mundane or the physical realm. So I was wondering how you kind of personally interpret this phrase. Obviously, it has its original meaning, right? But I also am kind of a big fan of like personal meanings. Like, what does this mean to you? How do you apply this to different things? How do you interpret this? How do you picture this in your head? I'll give you a few examples of how I kind of think of it and how I kind of apply it and how I kind of picture it, right? I think of balance. I think of the symbol of Baphomet when I see as above, so below, hence my shirt, right? And everything Baphomet kind of symbolizes too. I think of all of that as above, so below. I also think of the tree, right? So tree of life, tree of death. I think of tree reaching up to the quote unquote heavens or to, up to the sky. But I also think of the dark roots. I kind of think of it as dark and light too, like reaching up to the sun and then the roots kind of reaching down to the dark, deep underworld or to hell. So I was curious how you kind of thought of this phrase and what are some ways that you apply it maybe in your practice. And how do you picture this in your head as above, so below? I want to know, what are your thoughts? Let me know.